What's up, everybody? This is Jaden X1. I have another unfortunate update due to my channel. My channel will be shut down again due to a internet bill for me to take care of, and I have 624 reasons why, if you catch the hint there. But it will not stop me from broadcasting at least some news of the day, or in this case, your first ever news of the night. This news is particularly from yesterday, and I also kind of wrote it down here. All right, so first off, note that I'm not digging up my nose. I was just scratching right here. All right. First off, I just got word yesterday, like I said, after watching State of Gameplay, that that the last DLC for Division 2 is more than likely going to come out next month. So sometime January 29th, which I will get to in a minute, will be is that day where they're going to show or talk about an update or progress of how they did episode 3, how they're going to do it, I think. So that day will mark that. On January 22nd, their State of Gameplay is also going to talk about recalibration and skill power. And January 15th, they're going to be talking about item, stats, and UI. Don't know what the heck that means, but I'm hoping they'll explain it in that particular date as well. And also on January 29th, as I stated earlier, not only are they going to tell y'all the update for episode 3, but they're also going to reveal the third and final specialization. So let's do a recap. We've seen a 50 cal sniper, the TAC 50, which is kind of my favorite specialization weapon. The grenade launcher is and it's very useful too. Very useful for taking care of campers and yellow bars alike. The minigun kind of makes you feel like the Terminator, does it? Which in fact it does. And that, I might add, I had fun with back in 2019. Excuse me. What else have we seen? We have the missile launcher. I had fun with that too. Very much fun. And I'm currently building a class surrounding that the second my internet is back on. And now we get to... Alright, so the 50 cal sniper, the grenade launcher, and the crossbow that I skipped, as a matter of fact, that too is a lot of fun. So that was the 3 beginning specialization weapons that they done started with Division 2. So the top 2 of the DLC specializations were the minigun and the missile launcher. So now the third and final DLC specialization is a big fat mystery to me, because I'm thinking either between assault rifle, submachine gun, or a sidearm. It's either one of the 3 categories. It's either going to be an assault rifle, a sidearm, or a submachine gun. And if they are going to present a assault rifle version of the specialization weapon, I hope they put a mounted grenade launcher on there so that, I can go full on Rambo or full on Arnold Schwarzenegger's Commando. Ooh, the chaos I can do with that. Yeah, that's pretty much all the updates that I wrote down um, for Division 2's Episode 3 DLC. And the story is we're supposed to go after a traitor that used to be a Division agent. And my money is definitely still, to this day, Aaron Keener. So, chances are we may gonna head back to New York. We may gonna face a bigger threat than Baron Schaefer's from the Black Tusks, which I know he's the last guy standing, because we already dealt with 3 or 4 of his other cronies back in Pentagon, back in there was another joint. There was another episode. I know it was episode 1, but I can't remember the name of it. But episode 2, Pentagon: The Last Castle, we already dealt with I think Schaefer. No, not Schaefer's. The other dude. I can't remember his name. But episode 1, now I remember. DC Outskirts. Episode 1 was DC Outskirts. And we already dealt with a couple of Baron Schaefer's cronies back then. And Baron Schaefer's is the head honcho of the Black Tusks, and I'm hoping to face him in episode 3. Also, just in case if y'all wondering if the raid is going to be part of episode 3, the answer is yes, but not what you think. The raid is going to come soon after episode 3 drops next month, along with the updates of recalibration and scale power and item stats and UI. The recalibration and scale power, they're going to be talking about that January 22nd, and January 15th is item stats and UI, which, like I said, I'm hoping they would explain the UI part. Moving on to other news of the night is the artificial intelligence. Here's what I found out. Warner Brothers is partnering with tech firm Sandelic. They're going to partner. Warner Brothers is partnering with tech firm to use AI during a film's green lighting stage, where executives can find out through data to predict if a film will be profitable or not. So I don't know why they're gonna add an AI to it, but I'm hoping they'll explain that too. And yeah, the Warner Brothers is partnering with tech firm to create an AI, or to make an AI, or use an AI to use during the film's green lighting stage, so that the executives can find out if any show or any movie that they create, either on Disney Plus or any other Disney film whatsoever, to see if the movie or TV show is profitable or not. I don't know why they added the AI, but that's them. The next and final one is a disappointment, because from what I can gather, director Scott Dickerson has just exited in directing Doctor Strange Into the Multiverse due to creative differences with Marvel. Uh-oh, we're in trouble. Just so you know, I just found out today And just in case if you found out how I know that song, you're not the only one that watches Power Rangers back in the 90s. Power Rangers, the movie, was hot back then. It was hot. It was hot. Um, Especially Power Rangers Turbo. But at any case, that's pretty much it for the news of the night. I meant to broadcast yesterday, but I took the time off to spend time with my favorite nephew, and um, I actually got to spend time with him today, and it was great. But Files is definitely on my last nerves. So as soon as we pay them off, I am hoping that after we pay the bill off, that I wanted to quickly switch to Xfinity, because we couldn't afford another 600. Well, I already dropped a hint to you back in earlier movie, but I'll say it to you again. The bill is 624, and I barely coughed up money to try to get my channel back up and running, and now I'm pretty much in a pickle. And pray for me. Please pray for me, because this channel may be down and out for a while, but the only thing I'll be broadcasting is news of the day or news of the night, depending on if I have a day off the next day. And as of tonight, this is your first ever news of the night. So, for those of you that are watching this movie, please pray for me, because not only do I want to pay this bill off, but I also wanted to make the quick switch to Xfinity, because I asked one of the Xfinity employees that was setting up for a neighbor across the street from me, and I was asking him a question about the price range between Fios and Xfinity, and he confirmed that Xfinity is pretty much more cheaper than Fios. I'm not going to hope too much, but I'm hoping to make a good transition back or to Xfinity. And if Xfinity turns out to be the best profit since Fios, then I'm staying with them. And seeing as though I'm a YouTuber myself, I really hope that their price range is more cheaper than Fios, because Fios just makes you want to put a hole in the wall. But again, that is also my own fault, seeing as though I was YouTubing. It's a habit, but I like that kind of habit because I want to entertain my subscribers. I wanted to interact with you guys, and that's the best part of it. I'm not looking for money. I'm just looking to entertain my subscribers. That's it. And if by some miracle, if my channel is either getting partnered or getting big, then the only thing I'm going to use is money for, besides keeping the internet bill at bay, is to give back to the subscribers that have been subscribing for a long time. Because I've been a YouTuber since 2015, and now it's been going on about 5 years. So I enjoyed what I do, and my first video, if I remember this correctly, is Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. But my first video on that game in particular was the multiplayer, but I never got a chance to broadcast the campaign. So if by any chance, if I can squeeze that into my schedule throughout 2020 or 2021, then that's fine. But I am really hoping to get this internet problem out of my face once and for all. But all right, that's about it for tonight. So, seeing as though I'm going to be out until this internet bill is finished, I will be giving you an update, as I always have, on the news of the day and the update on my channel. But for now, I can see that I'll have to be a little bit creative with it. So I'm pretty much either going to be doing some Bible reading for me, or spend time with my nephew, or get some exercise done and Bible reading. Well, we'll see how that happens. All right, this is Jaden X1 telling you to keep it locked right here on YouTube, and I'll see you on the battlefield hopefully tomorrow if I have any other updates. All right, have a blessed day and good night.